The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and our home team. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway in Southern California. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Round 80. Right there, 54 Mike. Switch up, switch up. Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Shoot. 0. 0. 5. 54. We don't want this. Mike's 5-4.
Rivers on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Delta! Room! Hey, Haywood! 54, Mike. 80 Hunt!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Load it. Load it. Keep it skinny. Right there. 54, right there. Right there.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 29-yard line.
Wait, 89.
From the 29, Rivers looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Fresno. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Record.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Hey, bro, 80. 54. Push him back. Kick the edge.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's coming. We got double up. Check safety. Alert 3. Round. Hey, hot.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now Gordon on 1st down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Red. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Cook, the 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Cousins, and this is Cook with the grab. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down, Cousins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. And Diggs has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the Chargers' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing, Cousins, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tummy.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mike's 54.
Hey, Delta.
54. Blue Dan.
Hey.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, Hunt.
First down, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike's 54.
Alpha. I got him. And Hunt.
Mike's 5-4.
Watch it smooth.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Cook. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Olabisi Johnson, 64 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You better be a...
Wait, 80 high.
You behind.
Rivers to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
54. Mike 54.
Wait, 89.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They run, Cook, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, go.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
3rd and goal for Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing, Rivers, and caught by Henry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try and throw for it here. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Rivers now, a throw on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, watch that.
To the air again here, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Joker. Cluster.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can...
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Hey, Rocket.
It's a game of 9.
Check Mike, 54. Load it. I got it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Easy.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Vikings.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Shift. Hey, watch it. Left to right. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 54 is Mike. Behind.
On 3rd down, Rivers.
Pick it up.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Gun. 31's the mic. Right here.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.